moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. For the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Taken down by Reuben Foster.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The give to Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action, now Wentz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Reuben Foster picks it, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defense. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They give to Taylor out of the gun. The 20. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 5. A big play there for Indy. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here. with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
It's caught left side by Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a
well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second and 7, Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds downs across the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and 2, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A second and 11 from the 19. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Indianapolis.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's the end of the first.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Colts.
Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Taylor. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Taylor. There he goes, left side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On play action, Wentz. Going deep here for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Watson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Watson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Brandon Cooks, incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. Back now in Houston, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Number 13.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans' 27-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
15.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He was taken.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts
A gain of 4.
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
7-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 22. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And the Colts first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.